Bust down rolling for the hell of it. It's my time to shine, spotlights is my element. Fuck a plain Jane, don't insult my intelligence. I don't plan on selling it, so I don't see the relevance. You niggas having pawn shop nightmares. I'm light years ahead of niggas, even on a light year. Dom Perignon stain the laces of my night ears. Born poor, but I'ma die rich, nigga, life's fair. We got a legend in the building. Arguably one of the best lyricists to ever come out of Brooklyn.
Facts.
New York City. Let's just put it out there.
That's a big up right there.
No, it's a super big up because when you hear people like Eminem, you know, sing your praises for your rhyme patterns and how he studied them.
Right.
You know the status that he holds.
Right.
Listen, yo, we got AC in the building.
Big Brooklyn, super big Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yo, what's it like being the coolest rapper ever, bro? Like,
listen, that's not my titles. I don't know who giving that. I'm just taking it easy, living life.
Yo, in no situations ever is there any footage of AZ getting out of character. Nowhere.
Yeah, cool as a fan.
Except the video shoot.
Cool
that was
as a fan.
scripted. Had to be a video shoot. That's it. Maybe a video shoot Shit, I'm lying. I don't think you have a video shoot.
What you mean? What you mean out of character? I'm confused. What that
no,
mean?
just like you just one of the coolest
suave
niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, it's not by design. It's just it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I was wondering if Foxy sent you.
Okay, what's that about? What's that story about?
We had a Smooth Trigger.
Yeah.
On a pod, and they talked about how people were trying to get them to sharpen her pen, but they bigged her up and was like, yo, Fox she didn't really need no help. But I think she just read the title.
We love you, Inga.
We love you, Inga.
Big Brooklyn.
Yo,
Foxy, we love you.
Hold on. I didn't hear that. I seen she got busy. Right. I've been in the studio 1,000 times. She write her own shit. If she did something on the side, I don't know. But me being there, I seen her put a pen, to the paper. So I'm co-signing.
Yeah, co-signing. I co-signed too. I was Fox 5 for like a week. You know what I'm saying? But I seen her get down. Shout out to Inga, man. Don't take the titles.
So wait, how you knew she was frustrated about that?
Oh, I got a DM and it was all caps.
From her?
Yeah, and just the way it started off, I was like, yeah, I'm not opening that up. I'm not even gonna look at that.
She's still on it.
She went crazy on me. I ain't even gonna say what she said to me. But I love you though.
Word.
We can all get along. We can all get along.
The firm, being part of one of the most notable rap crews in New York City.
Right.
No, let's take it back. Yeah, before that.
Being one of the first voices we hear on a hands down universally accepted classic project. Then being recognized as one of the few dudes who could go bar for bar with who many considered the hip hop golden child back then.
Right.
It's still to this day.
Right.
Like, and you still hold the title as being the guy who could keep pace.
And you know the crazy thing about it, when I was younger listening to these records, I thought y'all was a group already.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
that's crazy.
It's gotta be like the crew or something. And maybe Nas gotta deal first.
Nas and Easy.
How did that happen? How did that come together?
Well, once again, nothing I do is by design. Me meeting Nas was a phone call with the homies. You know, homies be like, yo, I got a man from Brooklyn get busy. Oh, my man from Queens get busy. And we was on the phone, and there was a few people on the phone, and me and Nas kind of more or less was in the same zone, so we exchanged numbers, and we kind of dialogued periodically, and then he was in the studio working on Illmatic, and happily he's like, yo, come to the studio, man. You know what I mean? After a while, because I wasn't trying to get on, you know what I mean? So when I get there, I see him, and I'm like, oh shit, I thought he was like 250 pounds, you know what I mean? The way he pop, the way he dialogue and spit the lyrics.
Right.
And just being there was good, coming to vibe with him, you know what I mean? He's same height, same weight, same everything. So we kind of connected on that note. And being in the studio, seeing how he kicked it, and I'm there, I think he was working on the last song for Illmatic. And we was in there vibing, and LES put the song on, and I was in my zone. He was like, yo, let me hear that. I'm like, you want to hear this? Because I already know, he's loved in the streets. Me, I rap, but it's not, I wasn't going for a deal at the time.
Right.
And then when I spit it, you know, everybody in the studio was like, yo, that's it. I was like, that's what? They're like, that's it. All right, fuck it, that's it. So I didn't know it was gonna make the album. Still, like, we did it. We speak for about a week, whatever. And he's like, yo, I turned the album. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. He's like, and Life's a Bitch is on it. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I hated my voice, you know what I mean?
Why?
So I'm like, shit.
Why did
I didn't know I was gonna get perceived. You did, because I already know with halftime out and whatever joint he had out before he had halftime and
One, it ain't hard to tell.
it ain't hard to tell.
right.
You know, they love him everywhere, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh shit. But I got love after that. So, you know, I just was vibing with him more, you know what I mean? Went on an Illmatic tour and got my deal through that, and then that's history.
But you said you didn't want to do. You want look.
I didn't, but if you got 10 people knocking on your door throwing you some money, that was a beautiful segue out the street.
Right.
Why didn't you want one?
Because he was in the streets.
No.
man. You ain't just saying
Not only that, I didn't think I was qualified enough.
That's what I'm
in my
hearing.
mind. Yeah, I didn't think I was qualified enough. I mean, you know, when you got a bar and he's the bar, his bar was up there. I'm like, you know, this is me. We talking about young. You know what I mean? I didn't think I was qualified. You know what I mean? But when the record got out there and people knew what it was love after that.
But even with all these people saying, my man from Brooklyn, get busy, you gotta come. None of that
It
don't
don't, because the people always gonna advocate for you. You know what I mean?
No, they won't. No,
No,
they
they don't.
will not.
They don't always do that. They don't
Well,
always
back
do
then,
that.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of people.
I mean,
Right.
even putting your reputation next to somebody else
Right.
means something. Like if I'm saying this dude is nice and he shows up and he's trash, it's terrible. But if,
But nobody was on then. Nobody cared. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, rap, y'all rap. Nobody was on, so it wasn't like, yo, Kane want to hear it. You know what I mean? At the time, or
Okay.
Rod want to hear it. Then now it's like, I ain't spitting over it. You know what I mean? But when it's your peer and it's your peoples, they getting on. It's like whatever. You know what I mean?
So you was just rapping in the street, like,
Yeah, just rapping in the street.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
yeah.
with no ambitions to think about going to get
I mean,
a
you
deal.
think about it, but that dream then was like, you need a demo, you gotta do this. Like, niggas ain't give a fuck really back then, you know what I mean? To be honest, it's like if it happened, it happened. But it was like the goal, like, let me stack up and go do this and do that at that time.
Right.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Like that's so wild.
But you got to remember, this is coming out of an era where there was the hustlers and then the rappers. You know what I'm saying? The hustlers kind of looked at rappers like, oh, you
Definitely.
Funding the
rap.
rappers.
Definitely. That's a fact.
Yo, spit
That's a
around for us,
Yeah,
nigga.
that's a
You know what I'm saying?
fact.
Entertain us.
They was the one. They was
You
the
know
one.
what I
They
mean?
was the one with the money. The rappers was
Right.
like, you know.
Right, and I don't want to put it out there, but what was your occupation at the time?
Of course, trying to get it.
Where did that start?
When?
Yeah, when did that
It
start?
started from being young. Just that's all you see at that time. We talking about 80s. I'm an 80s baby. That was the era.
Right.
You wasn't doing that, then get the fuck out the way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I wasn't big time, but I was gearing up, you know, like everybody else trying to get there, and rap was a pastime hobby, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So was it a necessity thing? Was it, you know what I mean? I take care of moms, I
no,
take
no,
care
no.
of the family.
But as far as hustling,
Yeah,
no, this is you in a mix. That's it. Nah,
just in the mix.
that's it.
Everybody around you is
That's it. All the homies. That's it.
Now I know people talk about it with Mega and his struggle to kind of like leave the streets alone and get it going with the music. But you know, from
Mega to me was different. I think me meeting Mega, he was just coming home from doing an 8 or something. So his story was totally different.
right.
Maybe that was, you know,
But that was partly part of your story also.
to an extent, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't survival. It was like, it's there. Let's get it. Everybody around me, let's figure it out.
How long did you do that?
Let's just say 5, 6, 7 years.
that's a career.
Yeah.
Heh.
That's a career. 6, 7
just
years.
gonna
That's
say
a
that.
career.
When did you decide to drop it, though?
The music come, beautiful check came, that's over.
Which check was it?
It was a check for a nice, pretty number.
Yo, I love doing interviews with these old school hustling niggas. They don't be wanting to tell you. They don't be like,
It was a
yo,
pretty
you know what I'm
number.
saying? It is what it is, you know?
Yeah, it was a pretty number.
Somebody's watching.
Yeah, it was a pretty
Nah,
number.
but it, you know, it is what it is.
It was a pretty number. It was something that was legit, and it was something I could do. It was like, you know.
But that was from From the Illmatic joint?
No. Get my own deal after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
That check, the Illmatic check, that was cool. That was cool, cause it was like simultaneously, you know. Like
Right.
I went on tour with him. I wasn't thinking about getting money. It was a great opportunity. In the process, I was negotiating the deal. I got the deal, and Nas called me like, "Yo, man, I got like $400 for you, you know, for going on tour." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm not thinking about it. I just signed a big check." He didn't know that yet, and he started laughing like, "Nigga, I got 10,000 for you." You know what I mean? It was funny because he thought I was gonna say something. I'm like, "Okay, cool, thank you. Everything count."
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
$400 million you had in your pocket.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was
though.
gonna be my question.
Yeah,
$400?
The greatest feeling in the world was holding my own gun. I'm hypertensive, but all my decisions been wholesome. My independence had me flipping on siblings I stole from. Said I'm just big and loud. Well, £1/2 is my silent treatment. I punched out plugs I could've stopped from eating.
Stash of the product, shy nigga got a gun in the mask in the grass, it's a pop-up. I was Robin Hood with the stock, don't get shot up. Now I'm watching Robin Hood and my stocks, they just shot up.
Now you can either accept that or you can get to work. That's all it is. You just need to get in and do the